Прикольна музичка тут насправді. Maybe, може навіть окремо послухав би під настрій. Так, а на чому я зупинився? Пішли в синагогу. Заодно подивимось, яка вона тут синагога.
Fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
А походу це було прям... Каналізація — це щось неймовірне. І часи.
I'd have to split myself in two to get it all done on time.
Why don't you take on a young apprentice to help you out?
Sure, but where can I find it?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
It sure does. Go on then. How was it?
Just imagine.
Там прям помітно, як деякі будинки кам'яні, але колись вони були ще дерев'яні. Але це має показувати, наскільки це прям успішне місто було. На ті часи воно почало якраз багатіти і розвиватися. Всюди йде прям будівництво, будівництво. Пошини, мабуть.
Greetings. I'll be with you in just a moment.
Мені здається, що краще, ніж цей меч, мабуть, важко знайти буде.
Maybe.
Look what I have for you.
Блін, у мене все їжа зіпсувалося. Тут лайно. Коняче. Кузнец. Смещаем.
If they have the courage for it. Gepriesen sei der Herr. What do you need?
Тут и я.
Ich bin Menhard, ein Meister des Langschwerts aus Frankfurt. You will not find ein besser Meister for miles around, I tell you. And with whom do I have die Ehre? Who are you?
Henry. I'm pleased to meet you.
Heinrich. Sehr schön. A famous German König once also bore that name. He contributed to the founding of the Heiliges Römisches Reich. A wise diplomat and brave warrior. Since you carry such a name, I offer you a duel. You can prove you too possess the courage and soul of a warrior. And do not bring shame to your famous name. When you show me how you handle a sword,
Are you really the best swordsman in these parts?
richtig. No man is besser. Certainly not the Kuttenberger Fechter, who falsely call themselves Meister. I am the only true Meister here. If you do not believe me, try me.
Окей.
All right. At least we'll see if you're telling the truth or just puffing out your chest.
Мене продай хп трохи.
Wunderbar. I always like a good Kampf. But the Schwerter will be blunt, yeah? We do not want to lose our handsome faces, no? I'll lend you ein Schwert. Aber kein Harnisch. No armor, only clothing.
Sure.
Good.
Витягатися знову.
You are a brave fechter. Why not test yourself against the Meister? No man in Kuttenberg is as good as Menhard.
What's going on here?
Meister Menhard is challenging all comers. He's the best fechter.
All right.
We agree. Take off to...
Where's on the market? Come and take a look.
All right, men.
We agree. Take off...
О, так.
Take your pick.
All right.
Good. How about...
Vetter.
Wie sagt Vossam...
No.
Good. We have
Ja, ладно.
spoken enough. So, Heinrich, are you ready?
We've got enough to go around.
Like that? Huh?
Нормально контратакують насправді. Так, в одних траселях.
You know full well you've no right to conduct the art of sword fighting here. That's the privilege of our brotherhood.
Halt die Klappe. I am Meister of Longsword. You well know this right we have from the charter of your King Wenzel himself.
Meister Menhart, let me remind you that your petition was discussed by the town council, and your claim was rejected.
That decision was not just, and it went against the will of your king.
It's no use arguing, Deutscher. The council represents the king, and the council has decided in his name. Nicholas of Prague here is also a master longswordsman, and we don't need another. Any more than we need your foreign poses.
Right then. So I will face your Nikolaus or any other man. We shall see then who is der wahre Meister and who is just full of hot air.
Well, I'm ready when you are, Master Menhart.
No, I forbid any dueling here.
Master Nicholas, do not allow yourself to be provoked by this German cock-baiting. No doubt where they come from, they would rather hack each other in the streets than respect law and order. But here, we have more sense and dignity. If anyone is to clash swords here, it will only be when our brotherhood convenes a tournament, not when some Hundsfott. Feels like it.
Fick dich, du Metzgerschwein.
Enough of this, all of you! The council has decided this matter, and I won't waste any more time with your squabbling. You've infringed on our regulations, and it's not the first time. You'll pay a fine.
Scheiße. That is ungerecht. Not just.
And you will be banished from the town, so that nothing like this happens again.
Wait a moment, Counselor. You might not know it, but Menhard here comes from a noble family. His uncle is the brave knight, Alberic von...
Wer ist das?
Jesus. Menhard?
I have the feeling Menhard will have to wait for his knighthood yet. Enough of this farce! You are banished from the town.
Was für eine Schande.
And since you have unlawfully conducted here the art of sword fighting, you will therefore pay a fine, which will go to the benefit of the Kutenberg Sword-Fighting Brotherhood for the breach of their rights.
Так, щось не вийшло в мене.
Audacity! I will not pay any Geldstrafe. Und schon gar nicht to this coward and cheat. Das ist ungerecht.
Enough of this. You will pay, or get 20 lashes of the cane in the stocks.
Scheiß drauf.
Verdammt! I will not put up with such disgrace. I would rather let you have your silber.
Henry?
I understand. You see, I'm sorry, Counselor, but I have no coin to pay a fine.
Zum Teufel damit. I will pay for Heinrich. So this
Бере
matter is
людей
up
мої
to
гроші, сука.
Excellent. So, the matter is resolved. But if anything like this happens again, it will be the pillory for you. Alles klar?
Ja, ja, ich verstehe. Komm, Heinrich. We still have business to attend to. Aber zuerst we have to leave the town. We are going to Gasthaus zur Eiche. The Oak Inn, as you call it. It is outside the town walls, by the road leading from the Gurim Gate. We will discuss our business there.
You will not treat us in this manner.
Das stimmt. The king gave us his word, and this is not over yet. Vertrau mir.
Я би грошей десь не знав, що.
What do you...
Блін, цей костюм просто крашпля 3000 грошей, ну йовано. О, нема грошей, не на чого, ну.
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything? Eh? Go!
Would you...
Come and take your pick. New wares. Great. You made a fine purchase, friend. What can I do?
Меч мені цей тренувальний залишив, нахіра мені не треба.
Thank you. Take care.
Так, я взагалі в синагогу йшов. Де вона ця синагога? А, бля, ще далі. Іудейський квартал у Кутній горі. Ого. Прям так продумали все. Чувак канаву робить, стоки прям зроблені, все як треба.
How did it go? I went to see him, but he threw me out. And you're surprised? But it Greetings, what do you need?
Show me your wares.
Так, тут фляка, ого. Блін, оце, звісно, копчена свиняча вирізка, копчена салямі, копчена бараніна, яловичі нирки, солоніна, язик, шкури свинячі. Так, а мені є що продати насправді? Це можна продавати, думаю. Хоч якісь гроші.
Thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
Тут грошей ніхуя немає, блядь. Вживання, що тут у нас? Візьму гейколу цю. Що ще? Непогано було б, звісно, то бойцовський клуб там перемогти. Так, як тут потрапити? Ага, це треба якось туди потрапити. Пайц Кремер. Какой ж Пайц Кремер?
What is it?
Прикольно вони
Show
тут
me your wares.
на ідічах розмовляють, ага, тут всякі просто продукти, не?
You should get out of...
Ліміна у них.
God be with you.
Sholem, are you lost? Or what would a goy want here?
Goy? That's some kind of sausage, isn't it?
Are you stupid? Or is that supposed to be a joke? I am not in the mood for humor. Tell me what you want so you can clear off quickly.
I'm looking for Samuel.
What do you want with him?
Is that you?
Самі
There
непогано
are many
все.
Samuels here. And if I'm not good enough for you, I'm afraid nobody else will talk to you.
All right. I'm looking for a John of Liechtenstein. I heard you, or this Samuel, might know something about him.
I'm sure Samuel knows a lot. But I do not see why he should tell you.
It isn't just anyone looking for Liechtenstein. It'd be better for Samuel to say what he knows, if he doesn't want any unnecessary trouble.
I do not care who sent you. You will not impress me like that. We play by my rules here.
So how can I impress you?
Impressions are worth nothing. I'm only of interest to you Goyim when you need something. To you, I'm just a dirty Jew.
All right. What do you suggest?
An exchange. Something in return. I have this one problem none of my people can fix.
Well, if your people can't handle it, why not?
You are no better than my people. But unfortunately, they were all born under our star, and that is a problem in this case.
I understand. What's this about, then?
You probably know that my people face outbreaks of hatred from time to time. A house is plundered, people beaten up, sometimes murdered. Usually it is started by some scum spreading rumors that we eat Christian babies or poison wells. They always find some excuse.
Those are usually debtors who don't want to repay their loans.
That is what I used to think as well. It would make sense at least. But it is not that straightforward. There are those who do it just out of spite. And because they can get away with it. We are not Christians. We're not even people to them. But enough of that. I have heard that such people are meeting in an old abandoned house by the wall in the mining district. I need someone to get among them, find out what they are planning, and warn us in good time.
Won't they be suspicious?
Why? Their kind usually are not too bright. You just have to curse the Jews and say you want to join them. Do not worry. They will not check if you are circumcised.
All right, I'll do it. And then you'll tell me all about Liechtenstein.
Agreed. They usually meet at the start of the day.
Right. Morning, abandoned house with a yard.
Not morning. Evening.
But you just said...
At the start of the day. My day starts when 3 stars appear in the sky. Not that those bastards care. They just go there after sunset. I reckon you can still catch up with them there today. If you get them to let you join them. Try and find out what they're planning. And then come and see me. And you'll have fulfilled your side of the deal.
You'll keep your end of the deal, I hope.
Don't worry. I keep my promises.
Десять ненависних юдіїв. В кварталі родокопів. Це ж тут десь, по-моєму. Де? Блін, а щоб я пам'ятав ще, де квартал родокопів. По-моєму, тут воно.
There now.
Bread here. Rye bread. Doesn't spoil. Come and buy some good bread.
If you know it, then so does half the town. And that goes for the mass as well.
Easy, good horse.
Блять. Забуваю, що по висоті не проходжу в цих місцях.
Come and take a gander. We've got it all. Everywhere's on the market. Come and take a look.
Cleaners, wood vinegar.
Але це, мабуть, увечері треба, да? Він сказав. Десь тут, здається. Я думаю, краще зберегтися. Там переконувати треба буде. Тут десь ці ротокопи, ні? Я все поплутав.
The finest leather, purses, belts.
And that old priest was completely hammered again.
What did he say?
Apparently my greatest sin is that I have such nice friends. And my second greatest is that I don't want to show them to him.
Конячок продають. Навіть трохи краще, ніж мій оселедчик.
Apparently the city council is organizing another collection for
Прям сміливості.
Are they out of their bloody mind? They had two collections.
Oh, so hungry I could eat a horse.
Блін, я щось потерявся. Це, походу, не тут. О, бляха-муха, як згадати це? Бо якась позначка була у них. Місце ібанутих розмірів, звісно. От десь біля лазні.
Be careful.
Отут, здається, да. Тут вони збираються, звичайно. Як зрозуміти, що тут заброшений двір? У них заброшений, які не заброшені.
Be careful. God is punishing us for our sins.
Be careful. It's not safe here. Oh, excuse me.
Розумію, де тут заборонений двір, де не заборонений.
Oh, you shouldn't be walking around by yourself.
You have a kind.
Hmm? It's like I'm invisible or something.
I must be mad.
Hey,
Clear off, you mutt!
So,
Wine, thanks.
you as it on a new bed.
Somebody ought to grab him and scruff of the neck.
Оце стікер він водокопів, чи він більше насправді, от хрен його знає. Як це шукати? Опис, конечно. Занедбаний твір, блядь. Що? Що тут взагалі занедбаний?
Never mind open new shafts. That might be true, but it'll be a relief for folk and...
Ya read.
Hey,
I would.
any on...
And the word is.
God be with you, Nigel.
Same to you.
Do you know anything?
Nah, I just heard about her. Mind the.
That's all I need.
Take care.
В інтернеті взагалі інше кажуть. Десь тут.
At any rate, we're in deep shit.
All over my feet.
Be careful.
I'm telling you, nobody gives a shit about
Slammed the door in my face.
Зайти тут прикольно дуже.
Myself a second time.
Герби. Сподіваюся, правильно йду, і мене не наїбали. Це виглядає як. А, ну, в принципі, це стрігернулося вже. Що я туплю? Далеко до сонця, а ще не заход сонця. Скільки ж воно заходить?
Hey! Hey! Open up! Open up!
Kurwa, what are you doing, Moishe?
Futsa Kapora, piece of junk. Never mind. We'll cut this shit down.
Вони теж, по-моєму, входить одієї.
Du wirst sterben!
Come on,
Take
then.
that fucker out, damn it!
Блять, пороблю як капусту, сука.
Zeig, was du drauf hast!
You're no match for us, fucker!
Come on, then.
You won't get me! Take that fucker out, damn it! I'm all yours!
Давай, блять. На тобі, блять. Лахабани.
Wait, wait! Don't kill him!
Ставив мене підік.
You're gonna beg for mercy? After this? We can make a deal. We have some of your people, we can exchange them. Our people? What the hell are you talking about? We caught some of them yesterday, trying to get to Liechtenstein, just like you. No, I'm after Liechtenstein because I need to talk to him. I'm not his enemy. But if you know where he is, you better take me to him. Right now. I have my orders. I'm not supposed to let anyone near him. Especially not someone who just beat my two best men. I'm not a fool. Right. I'll go unarmed. If that'll convince you. I'll trust you. But in return, you have to trust me. You can't see where we're going. All right. No
Ну, я не можу
tricks.
полутати цих чуваків.
Those are the rules.
Постійно грошей не вистачає. Бо не можу, блін, нормальних супротивників полутати.
Wait. Who is that somewhere?
We will soon find out. Let us in.
Wenches or the neighbor's daughter, any dirt you can dig up. Off you go! Oh, who have you brought now, Sam?
I'm not entirely sure, but he says he knows you and absolutely insisted he had to talk to you.
Ah. Of course. Henry. Lord Capon of Perkstein's page. We met on my visit to Rattay. He's all right.
Lord Capon's escort and bodyguard.
Quite. Quite. But tell me, what brings you here?
Well, that's quite a long story, sir.
I've got plenty of time, and actually I enjoy long stories. You know why? Because they demand a lot of wine. Please, take a seat, and tell me everything.
If I'm not mistaken, Jobst sent you to von Berkhoff with a message. How did that go?
In a word, badly.
Oh, how's that?
I hardly know where to start. I'm lucky to be alive. In any case, neither von Berghoff nor the League of Lords are planning to join Jobst.
Good God. I need a drink now. But did you manage to deliver the message in the end?
Yes, but it was touch and go.
I like exciting stories.
Well, you'll love this one then. Apart from being ambushed and almost killed, Capon ended up on the gallows for poaching.
A nobleman on the gallows for poaching?
It was a mistake, of course. He really did have a noose round his neck, though. But it all worked out in the end.
Good gracious. But tell me, who ambushed you?
Now that's interesting as well. Istvan Toth and some others.
What? That sneaky rat from Talmberg? He's still alive?
Not anymore.
You? Well done. Let's drink to that. Death to the enemy. What happened next?
Von Berghoff was attacked around the same time by the same men, so we thought we were on the same side as him. And we wanted to help him catch the bandits as a goodwill gesture.
Why didn't he catch them himself?
He tried. We found out for him that the bandits were holed up at Nabokov. When he sent his soldiers to their lair, we went with them. We wanted to be there and get Istvan.
And that's where you killed him?
No. We were nearly killed ourselves. Again.
By Istvan?
No, he wasn't there. The bandits were led by a fellow who fucked us right up, and von Berghoff's entire force, too. He lured us into a trap and slaughtered everyone. Me and Capon were the only survivors.
It sounds like your guardian angel never gets a moment's rest.
There was some luck in it. But it was more that Zizka knew he could get a ransom for Capon.
Wait, Zizka? He's the one who almost killed you.
You know him?
Of course I do. Zizka is in the service of Prokop of Luxembourg. King Wenceslas's cousin.
Aye, we found that out as well.
And what the hell was Istvan Toth doing with him?
It turned out he was spying for von Berghoff. But he didn't do a great job, fortunately. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Я
I am
прикольные
starting
веревочки
to get
нашел ими.
confused. That makes two of us. Maybe we'll understand better if we get drunk.
You're not holding back, I see. Your health, then.
Ходимо набухаємося тут.
After Zizka took us prisoner, it finally became clear we were on the same side, and Istvan had to flee.
So when did you kill that bastard?
Not till some time later. Just when we thought we were out of the woods and Istvan was gone, he appeared outside the walls of Nabokov again, with von Berghoff and Markvart von Aulitz. Von Aulitz was on his way to Kuttenberg with reinforcements for Sigismund. And with the finger of God.
With the what?
A bombard.
Good lord!
Have you ever seen one? I hadn't, until they used it against us.
I've heard about the bombard. An infernal weapon. Then what?
We didn't have a chance. They blew the tower to pieces and took us all prisoner. They took us to Trotsky and tortured us. But with the help of a woman who works with Zizka, we managed to escape.
Zizka. That man always has a trick or two in reserve.
Thank God. While we were making our escape, I crossed paths with Toth, and finally took my revenge for everything he did.
Dull moment with you, I see. To happy endings, then. And where is Lord Capon? Or should I call him the Prince of Poachers?
Well, the most fitting thing to call him would be hostage, because that's what he is now.
A hostage?
That's right. Von Berghoff took him with him. And that's why I'm here, in fact.
Your original plan went badly awry, I must say.
Well, it could have been worse.
That's the way of the world. For my part, I'm forced into hiding, as you've probably noticed. They're after me as if I owed taxes. If only I knew what Jobst would say.
I know exactly what he'd say as it happens.
You do?
I spoke to Jobst just after we arrived at Suchdal. He expressly forbade me to look for you, or try to rescue Capon.
That damned... Did he say why?
Aye. He said you can look after yourself. And as a nobleman, Capon has nothing to fear in captivity.
Jobst.
If we cause trouble for Sigismund, it could threaten his plans, he said. That's cowardice, if you ask me.
It's true I can take care of myself, but the old schemer could at least have warned me, whatever his plans might be.
Zizka sees Jobst as a pain in the arse, too. I mean, he's not fond of him. And he doesn't approve of his plan.
Then I expect he and I will see eye to eye. Although I prefer a different strategy to braining all and sundry with a mace. Even so, what brings you to me? You didn't take this risk just to tell me what Jobst is like, or that I should carry on with what I'm doing.
No. My first concern is to rescue Lord Capon, whatever schemes Jobst is dreaming up.
And then...
Я не пам'ятаю, про що там було, але не хочеться врати.
And also, it's about your safety.
My safety?
You know, they tortured us. Zizka, Godwin and me. They asked about Jobst's plans and about you. I'd have held out, but Godwin... He told them where you were.
Where I am? In this city, you mean? That's not such a terrible betrayal. Kuttenberg is a big city. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Not that they have not tried. They almost caught you a couple of times. If it were not for my people.
That's true, of course.
Я думаю, краще
But I'm
попередити
not
все
going
ж
to
таки.
bear a grudge. The executioner always gets what he wants, and if he hadn't, we wouldn't be talking right now.
I apologize.
No need. It's not your fault. Nevertheless, let's turn the page. Capon. How do you plan to free him?
That's exactly why I came to see you.
Oh. How's that?
Because you know how to do it. Don't you?
You have a lot of confidence in me.
Well, I don't have many options. Well then, am I right?
Sigismund confiscated the property of some burghers and noblemen in the city when they opposed him, and he divided the property up between his loyal followers. He seized Malashov Fortress from the Rutards, for instance. And didn't you say, Sam, that he gifted it to von Berkov?
Yes, that is so.
That was before von Berkov was in these parts. But if he's here now, where else would he be but in Malashov? And if von Berkov is there...
That's where his captive will be.
Correct. Capon is at Malashov Fortress.
Well, it'll be tougher than I thought, but that can't be helped. I'm gonna have to get him out of there somehow.
I admire your keenness, but...
But that is the most insane idea I've heard so far today.
You can't just launch an assault on Malashov. It's a strong fortress. We'll need a cunning plan.
Or long ladders and lots of men. That could be arranged, maybe.
Careful! Jobst ordered us not to stir up trouble. And this would be serious trouble. But if Capon simply vanished...
Vanished how, exactly?
I don't know yet. But like I said, Malashov belonged to the Rutards. And I'm sure they're not keen on the new tenant. I think if you pay a visit to Sir Kunslin Rutard and convince him you have common interests, he'll be happy to think up a solution with you.
Like what?
Who knows? Perhaps Lord Rutard knows of a back door into his old home, and he might not be averse to an arrangement with someone who will help him take revenge.
Someone like you.
Well, I wouldn't get my hopes up. But it's the best we've got, and there's no harm in trying. Where can I find this Kunslin?
Sigismund seized his fortress, but, surprisingly, he let him keep his palace in the city. It's right next to the Italian court.
All right. I'll give it a go.
Once you have some news, you know where to find me. Is there anything you want to know before you go?
Come to think of it, I've no idea where we actually are.
Of course. I'd forgotten how you got here.
We're in the Jewish quarter, in the basement of the King Solomon Tavern, below my tavern. Goyim do not just wander in here, but I will tell my people you are with us.
Thanks a whole lot. All right, I'll set off now.
Good luck. It was good to see you again, Henry. And be careful. There's bound to be spies swarming around the palace. This city isn't safe.
Tell me about it. Danger is my daily bread these days.
Via Argentum. Ого, це що? Підземний хід. Фіга собі. А що це? Фіга собі. Де це мене завело? Там прикол. Як це це? Так, для антуража показати, що вони якісь круті схованці.
Be careful. God is punishing us for our sins. I'm sorry.
Вася, якого я відмудохав, походу. А це другий Вася, якого я відмудохав. Так, і що залишається тут? Палацу Рутарду. Але я хочу побічні завдання зробити. Ну, це, по-моєму, це пізділки на кулаках. А от тут що? Ще завдань понабрати можливо.
You silly doggy.
You silly doggy. Аж туди. Та може якось перескочу тут. Капличка така прям посеред вулиці. Десь на другому поверсі. Так, як туди потрапити? Може взагалі з іншого боку. Вище. Як вище потрапити? Ой, я не хотів би красти. Так, а як тут ще вище потрапити? Показано, що воно ще вище. Ага. Може тут? Ага.
You said you needed some help with something. What's going on?
Something's happened. Oh, a real mess. And I need help from someone reliable.
What is it?
When I was fishing around for information about Liechtenstein, I cast the net a bit too wide. And one of the servant girls I've questioned was just found dead.
You think she was killed because of you?
I don't know. If I did, I wouldn't be asking you for help.
I'll help you. Tell me all about it. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She was an ordinary, pretty girl. She worked as a maid. I heard they found her all hacked up, tossed somewhere by the town wall. Oh, folk in town are saying it was absolute slaughter. They took the body to the morgue by the St. Peter and St. Paul cemetery.
I'll go take a look at her. See if I can find anything.
I think that would be for the best. Though, I don't think it'll be a very pretty sight. You can ask the gravedigger for details. He'll know the most.
When did you last see the girl?
Around a week ago?
And did you notice anything suspicious about her?
Not at all. She was always cheerful, lively. She was looking forward to a dance. Though I'm afraid she won't be dancing ever again.
What was Alice trying to find out for you?
She always brought me the freshest gossip overheard from her master. And lately, what the other maids in town were saying.
And did you learn anything important from her? Something someone would kill her for?
That's the thing. All she brought me was gossip. Who was cheating on who wasn't going to confession, those sorts of things. So you'll have to figure out the rest for yourself.
What about your other girls? Are they all right?
Yes, fortunately. I'm careful enough to keep them pretty much in the dark about my plans. That's why Alice's death shocked me so much.
Do you think there could be something bigger behind the murder?
I don't know. Maybe she just got caught up in something. But it's strange. Why would someone do her like that? That's the kind of thing you do when you want to send someone a message.
What are you going to do next?
I'd like to ask the others if they noticed anything suspicious. If someone is following them and the like, but...
But you don't want to scare them.
I'm scared myself. For them. Maybe nobody knows about them yet. If someone was to follow me, I could give them away. And I can't risk that. I don't want anyone else to die because of me.
And what if I go and see them?
They don't know you, Henry. You'd only scare them. I'll figure something out. In the meantime, find out everything you can about Alice.
Why did you ask me in particular for help?
Because you're the only one I know here.
Aha.
But don't take it the wrong way. I'm actually glad it's you. You're pretty reliable. Not even Zhishka would be of much help to me here.
Aha. Thanks. I know everything I need.
Good. Go to that graveyard, talk to the gravedigger, and take a look at that poor girl's body. In the meantime, I'll try to find out more. Then we'll put it all together, and I'll be damned if we can't come up with something.
Ja to zapowiedź. Я пороблю сайд-квести, бо потім знову щось пропущу цікаве. Ночувати десь непогано було б. А, вже і світає. Поки тут бігав. Рецель. Прикольно, що вимиваєшся, але одяг все одно брудний залишається. Одяг треба окремо прати. Або самому з милом, якщо мило є. Або от в лазнях. Аж тут десь кладовище. І гробар. Де лайно? Де ж втомлюватися починає, треба буде переночувати десь. Так, а де? Нікого немає, бо ще рано сильно.
Keep close to the others. It's not safe here.
Greetings. What brings you here so early in the morning?
You must be the local gravedigger.
That's right. They call me František. At least them that can speak do. Ha!
I'm Henry.
Greetings, Henry. What do you need?
I hear there was a murder here recently. Some young girl?
True. True. She's lying in the morgue. But who the hell are you? Another Gawker?
Another? Why would anybody come to look at her?
People ain't got no respect. As soon as news spread about what was done to her, folk are always turning up to have a gawk. So if you ain't one of them gawkers, you must be one of them other types. Well, no, you can't shave her. No, no thumb for a souvenir.
I don't want to take anything. I need to find something out.
Like what exactly?
Who killed her?
Why?
Someone killed the poor girl. You can't just let the murderer get away with it, can you?
Well, what do you plan on doing about it?
Find out who did it and bring him to justice.
Well, if that's the way it is, and you really want to help them lasses, it's true that Lumiere ain't shown no interest in her yet. I wouldn't expect that from him no more.
Who's this Lumiere? Another one of those gawkers and collectors?
No, no. He actually tried to help.
Help? How?
Well, he was investigating them others.
Right. You said she wasn't the first.
Aye. We had a couple of similar cases. Lumiere said they was all killed by the same murderer.
And who is this Lumiere?
He used to work for the local bailiff. I think he knew the first one what was killed, but that was a long time ago.
Do you remember how many girls were killed?
You mean you don't know nothing about it? Here, even the sparrows are squawking about it.
I haven't been in Kuttenberg very long.
I see. There's been one every few weeks for the past year.
Do you know where the last one got killed?
I heard some talk about it when they brought her here. But what do you want to do there?
Look for clues. Footprints, blood, anything.
That can help you?
That's worth a try.
I heard she was killed by the town walls, close to the Hole in the Wall, a dodgy tavern in the Hoprink neighborhood.
Thanks. What's this Lumiere got to do with this?
Well, like I told you, he used to work for the bailiff. I think he was a scribe.
A scribe keeps records in the Black Chronicle, though I've never heard of one doing his own investigations.
Well, the old bailiff wasn't all that interested in the common folk. But Lumiere, he was quite helpful. Folk heard about it and went to him with whatever was troubling them.
I'd like to speak with Lumir. Do you know where I can find him?
At his home in Bohemia Street, that's near the church. You won't find him at the bailiffs no more. I don't know exactly why, though. Seems he had some quarrel with the bailiff.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
It's my pleasure, especially helping someone from the land of the living again. Actually, wait a mo. Speaking of the living, there's a girl what comes here and grieves over that dead maid. I think her name is Barbara.
And do you know where I could find her?
She said she serves in one of the burgers' houses. So either there or in the morgue with that poor dead girl.
Thanks again, Master Gravedigger. I feel quite hungry.
Це він мені надавав, звісно. Якось можна потрапити всередину в морг? Що у нас тут? Тут морг.
So, let's see what we have here.
Ноги.
My God. Someone really did a number on her. Oh, they ripped open her entire belly. And they didn't stop there. There must have been buckets of blood. Jesus Christ. There's hardly any blood left in her. The place they found her must look like a slaughterhouse. I should go there and take a look. Her lips are bloody, but nothing more. Tongue still in place. But if he killed her for blabbing, I reckon he'd have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? These are more like chops than cuts. Somebody must have taken a sword to her. Knife wounds would be smaller, and an axe would have made a bigger mess. But it couldn't have been a long sword. That would have been clumsy. It was something shorter and nimbler. God, that madman cut off both her breasts and bits of flesh. But what did he do with it all afterwards? Did he really keep all the pieces? Nobody could be that sick, could they? Her face is a little bruised and cut, but nobody cut her there. But she has a dark ring around her neck. Was she strangled? The murderer must have had pretty strong hands, and her hair is all matted with blood and hacked off. I don't even know what colour it was. Alice! The murderer must have wanted her to suffer, so he started ripping her hair out. Sick bastard. Just some scratches and bruises, that's all. The killer probably surprised her. She didn't even have time to defend herself. So, the murderer must have awfully strong hands, because he strangled her and left a dark ring around her neck. Then he took a short sword or saber and started hacking at her. She's missing parts of her torso, but they aren't by the body. He also cut off most of her hair. He cut off her breasts, but left her tongue, then left her lying there for all to see. To send a message, maybe? Or a warning? Only if it was a warning for telltales, he would have cut out her tongue or something, wouldn't he? I don't know why he killed her, but I don't think it's because of Catherine. Are you Barbara? I'm told you knew Alice.
Alice. She...
Да, похоже, просто якийсь маньяк її
She
був.
was almost like a sister to me. We served together for years, in the same house. Why'd you ask? Who are you?
I'm trying to find out who did this to her. I'm afraid the killer might want to go after my friend as well.
Oh, I understand.
Do you know of any suitors she might have had?
I know she was seeing someone. Why?
I'd like to talk to him as well.
But I don't know who it was. Alice said he was rich and dressed nicely, but she promised him she'd never tell anyone his name.
And you never saw him?
No, never. I don't even know where she met with him.
Who did you serve?
Our master is a local merchant. He is trying his hand at trading wine.
How did Alice get along with your master?
Fine. Just like with everyone. Our master is a bit strict, but he's fair.
What's his name? Can I speak to him?
Why? But you can't see him anyway. He's on a trade trip to Prague.
It occurred to me that maybe he could have done it.
No, he couldn't. He was gone when it happened. He hadn't been home in several weeks. And besides, why would he kill them others too? He never even knew them.
I heard about that. And also about Lumir.
Well, if you're interested, go and see him. Maybe you'll catch him sober enough to talk sense.
Do you know what exactly happened to Alice?
No. Nobody saw or heard nothing. One day,
Треба піти на місце
didn't come
вбивства, там
home.
подивитися потім до цього
And then-
номера.
I found her. Like this.
It's awful what they did to her.
She was such a pretty girl. And that beautiful brown hair of hers. And it didn't even leave that untouched. Who could have cut off her hair like that? And why? None of it makes sense.
So, I'll leave you to mourn in peace now.
Ну да, наче хтось їй дуже заздрив. Б непогано було б десь поспати. Якісь корчмі. Не корчма. Корчма, по-моему.
Can I get something?
If you've got the... And for...
Just for tonight.
No, that could be...
All right, here's your...
Agreed then. Your bed's...
Where can I find...
On the second floor, right across from the stairs. There's a...
Зелений вінок, який він другий.
Farewell.
Christ, pardon me.
Гарна корчма, конечно. Вінок.
Good day. What do you need?
Are you in charge of the construction of St. Barbara's?
Johann Parler is my name, from the Parler Building.
Truly pleased to meet you, sir.
Close?
More delicate.
Oh, there's nothing to... If we... You've never heard...
I can't say...
He had that tar...
Well,
I
think...
The...
I see.
Don't and the... I want putting...
No.
Why, but... Till we meet
Так,
again.
це не те, що я хотів, блядь.
What's that noise?
Не бачу нікого зеленого вінка. Це не моє походу ліжко. Це вважається другим порохом, по-моєму, вже третій піднявся. Да, походу, вважається. До речі, у мене там було... Якісь книжки, по-моєму, почитати. Може я прокачаюсь. Розумніше стану. Важку зброю вивчав, нормально. Знову посеред ночі прокидатися. Так, ну в принципі можна на чому буде на місце злочину сходити, яка різниця, коли ходити. Думаю, що є різниця, коли ходити туди. Вдень або вночі.
Good fellow. Could you help me, please?
Sure. What is it you need?
I lost something, and I can't find it for the life of me. Be damned. It must be around here somewhere. It couldn't have vanished into thin air.
What are you looking for?
My leather satchel. I put it down here for a moment, and now it's gone?
Where did he put it?
Somewhere around here. I made sure it wouldn't be in plain sight. At least I think I did. My stomach started churning so bad, everything went blurry. So I shucked it off my back and ran off to... you know. There was nothing else for it, see? And I was back in no time.
Oh, a moment's distraction is all it takes. Someone must have filched it from you.
That fast? Not possible. Someone must have been following me. I'm in heaps of shit now. If I don't find it, I'm done for. All my tools are in there. Fine jewellery too. Gold, silver, and cut stones. A fortune, you know. Everything I own.
So you're some kind of... jeweler?
Aye. A jeweler and a goldsmith. That's me. I had some soup in a tavern down the way. Nasty stuff it was too. Churned up my insides. And I just had to go right away. Oh, Bradella. What a fool I am. Now what am I supposed to do?
Try taking a good look around. A satchel like that is hard to hide under your clothes. If someone took it, they can't be far. You might still catch up with them, but there's no time to lose.
You're right. Thanks for the advice. Here's hoping God be with you.
Good luck.
Це
Did
було.
I lose it? No. He robbed me.
Ах, це ж сука.
You robbed me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you fucking...
Pray for a quick death, you bastard. I surrender. Spare me.
Had enough.
I...
Now hand it back. Everything you stole from me.
Here. That's all of it. Can I go now?
Piss off. And don't let me see you here again.
Конаш. Якраз ти мене хотів. Десь стража дивиться. Заган Шанкьотер. Прикольно це муть Адам і Єва. Правильно йду. Наче да. Так, а як? Як туди потрапити? Чого тут не випускають?
You have a kind master, eh, Matt?
Не кумбратися. О, це моя конячка? Так, це мій селедчик. Чого він тут?
Easy, good horse. Whoa.
Можна вийти.
Whoa. Quick.
Ось вона по городу не хоче швидко їздити. Їй прям не подобається. За містом прям нормально скаче. О, тут дірка в стіні. Так, це ж тут, правильно. Місце злочину. Дивайся, тут дірка в стіні. Ага.
This is the place. There's a lot of blood and some footprints. I'm not sure how much more I'll be able to find. Christ, that's a lot of blood. But after seeing what they did to the girl, I'm not surprised. I'm not sure I'll be able to find any remains. I wonder what happened to them. I can't make anything out of this. The whole town's been walking around here. There could have been one killer or a dozen. I'm surprised I haven't completely trampled out the blood. It's hard to make out, but I think I see some slashing from a blade. So, there's still a lot of blood left, but I expected even more. I found some faint blade marks. Either the others were trampled out, or someone skilled was wielding it. It didn't look to me like any remains were left lying around. No idea what he did with them. Did he keep them or throw them away?
Да, не густо. Що тут в кустах немає? Не густо. Да, ну, конечно, не нічого. Частина взагалі. Скакати з замку міста. Давай, селедчик, погнали.
Easy, good horse.
Дивно, а навпаки ми по дорозі такі, типу, охуєнно. Не по бездоріжжю. Чи якісь завдання? Може заскочити, раз я тут. Може у них типу якийсь ліміт по швидкості в місті.
Whoa!
На горі. Дивіше будинок. Так, десь тут.
I'm here to...
Well, it's about time. Put it somewhere inside.
There must...
What do you want, then?
The innkeeper sent me. He said you're looking to hire someone.
He's not wrong. I was afraid... Who might you...
Henry of Scott.
I'm Betty.
I'm guessing business isn't great.
Everyone has to start somewhere. Once I've got the place in good nick and up and running, it'll... I need you to bring some things from... And while you're there, find my wagoner, Matsek, and bring him back as well.
What do you want me to...
You know, a bit of...
You're not telling me.
Curiosity kill...
And what if I told you to forget it?
You wanted a job, didn't you?
Well, I need to know.
You're a bit strict, eh? There's some girls who are going to work for me, and your job is to go...
Absolutely. Who's my...
The wagoner hire...
Здається, треба
He's bound to be used to...
зробити ці сайт-квести, тому що...
It's a deal.
In the meantime...
How come it's...
It wasn't all old Marish used to say, except he wasn't good. We couldn't even afford herbs for the bath. For a while it was so it's up.
Окей.
Care then.
Здається, трохи грошей заробити непогано буде. Як води боятися, то не купатися. Бля.
The other day, I was standing in the yard when I saw this cloud in the sky.
So what?
The cloud looked just like you.
I reckon it must have been a storm cloud.
Easy. Easy. Nice.
Це залицяння, конечно. Може теж якесь будівництво? Ух, проскочив. Думав, зараз лоба вдарю. Прикольно теж. Із гірби не вішані. Дуже багато деталей у цього міста, прикольно.
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow.
А, курка померла. Далі. Він, виявляється, тут досить поряд був.
Whoa! Lumir?
Oh. Christ, my head. Not so loud.
I need to ask you something.
I said not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
That's some hangover. He's useless to me like this. Unless I'm willing to wait for him to sleep it off, I'll have to get him some kind of cure or potion. Look.
More booze. Christ.
Drink up. It'll make you feel better.
Better already. Wait! What? Who... What are you doing here? Who are you?
My name is Henry.
And what do you want from me?
I'm trying to find out who killed a certain girl. And I was sent to you.
To me? What for?
Are you Lumir from the rat house? The scribe?
I used to be. Now I'm just Lumir the madman.
They say that about you. Why?
Because I was just on some wild goose chase. And what came of it? Absolutely nothing.
But I need your help.
If I were you, lad, I'd leave it be. You can't help that girl anymore, anyway. You'll just end up hurting yourself.
Come now, Lumir.
Poor girls. Nobody was all that interested in it, except for me. We let it be in the end. We let a monster walk among us. No way. You can't solve this yourself.
I need to know the truth. To find the one responsible.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, lad. But it's no use. I searched high and low. And what did I get out of it? Just mockery. What makes you think you can find out more than I do?
Because I'm stubborn. And I don't have any other choice. I'll get to the truth no matter what.
You think that will suffice?
If not, I'd have been dead long ago. Bled out from a human arrow.
All right. Talk to me. Who was this dead girl?
Her name was Alice. She worked as a maid.
A maid? That fits. Yarka was a maid too. As were most of the other victims. What did she look like? What did he do to her?
I think that he strangled her first, and then went at her with a longer blade and disemboweled her.
Did you notice the strangulation right away? It took me a while. Maybe you really will track him down.
Do you think it's the same murder?
Counting your girl, that makes 6 victims who were first strangled and then mutilated. If it's not all the same person, they must be collaborating somehow.
This is the 6th one. How long has he been killing?
Probably about a year now. Sometimes it takes him months, sometimes weeks. But I'm including missing girls. Stanya and Zdena.
Why are you counting the missing girls?
Because I think someone killed them, and we just haven't found them yet.
Did the dead girls have anything in common?
Aside from being pretty young girls with no proper family or background, no. I couldn't find much.
Do you think somebody is killing them because they're poor, and nobody will miss them?
Certainly. If somebody killed the daughter of a local lord, no stone would be left unturned.
But why does he even kill in the first place?
I don't know. Maybe he hates women. Damn it. I feel like I'm going in circles and can't get out.
Did you have any suspects back then?
You can always find some suspect. I always drag the most suspicious ones to the body in the morgue by force. And they threw up at the sight. Or fainted.
Couldn't it have just been an act?
Fainting? Vomiting? That's hard to act. I'd swear none of them did it.
What can you tell me about Yarka?
She wasn't the first. But thanks to her, people started taking an interest. She was a maid in a German family. By all accounts, she was a pious, polite girl. She was orphaned as a child. The priest from the Church of St. Peter and Paul, Father Prokop, raised her. They found her body tossed behind a barn at the edge of town. She was cut all the way from her neck downwards. An awful sight to behold.
Did you have any suspects?
At first, I thought the son from that family did it. The murderer is usually someone close, you know. But then I changed my mind.
Why?
Well, for one, I remembered the two girls before her who ended up almost the same. Besides that, when I talked to the lad, he seemed he wasn't the least bit interested in Yarka. Then his mother told me that they threw her out a week before the murder because she was a harlot who stayed out till all hours of the night. That really surprised me, because Father Prokop had vouched for her good reputation. But who knows? Maybe he just didn't want to admit what had become of her.
What about Stanya?
She was an alehouse wench in a tavern of ill repute called the Hole in the Wall.
You said her body was never found. Maybe she just got out of town.
You have no idea how much I'd like to believe that. Only there was a lot of blood. Unfortunately, the investigation wasn't very successful. The Hole is a world of its own, and the people there aren't very forthcoming with information.
Did you suspect anybody?
You could suspect every second man there. Those people have nothing but thievery and deceit in their eyes. The innkeeper, Mole, definitely knew Stanya, since she worked for him. But he isn't all that chatty either.
So if I want to learn anything more, I have to ask this Mole in the Hole?
Yeah, he still runs the place.
And what about that Zdena? You said her body was never found.
Exactly. But to tell the truth, nobody spent much time looking for it. Besides Alice, Zdena was the most recent victim. It's only been a few weeks since she went missing, but I suppose nobody wanted to do any more digging.
But if her body was never found, how do you know she was killed?
Because she was the same type as the other girls. Maybe the prettiest of them all. Young, beautiful. A real live one. Lively as the devil. She was a thief. A pickpocket. I never could pin it on her, though. She always found some way to get out of it.
Maybe she robbed the wrong people and had to get out of town.
Maybe. She had a partner in crime by the name of Strunad. Quite a number. He's always sitting in the hole, boozing. When I asked him about Zdena, he told me he'd rather rip his own tongue out than talk.
Do you think he'd be more forthcoming with me?
He might be. You're not known all over town like a catchpole. It's worth a try. Besides, it might still be fresh in his memory. That would be a great help.
And what about the other two victims?
It all started with them, though nobody did much about it at the time. The first one worked as a bathhouse maid. They called her Chestnut. She'd only been in town for a short while, and nobody really knew her. So I couldn't find out anything more. But the other one, Libushka, she was from Loretz. She was a maidservant, too. I also talked to her mother. She said she was really cheerful and outgoing. There were lots of suitors circling around her, but she refused them all. She knew she was pretty, and knew she could do better than some farmhand.
You mean she wanted someone higher up?
That's what it sounded like. But her mother never found out who she had her eye on.
Interesting. I'll try to see what else I can find out from the mother. Where can I find her?
In the graveyard, lad. The poor woman died of grief. It's sad to say, but we can't help those two dead girls now. And they can't help us with our investigation either. There's nobody else left who could tell us anything about them.
Why were you looking into it? Who were those dead girls to you?
I don't know what people told you about me, but for many long years I was a scribe for Kutenberg bailiff. Kutenberg is a big city with a lot of people. Silver, silver, silver. Mining it, smelting it, stealing it. There's always something going on. The bailiff was always running from hell to Hades, from one rich man to another, settling their quarrels. Often trivial nonsense.
But there are more than just rich burghers and lords in the city.
Exactly. There are common folk, too. There's a lot more of them, and their troubles are usually more serious. So when one of them came to the bailiffs one time, and the bailiff was running around somewhere, I started to deal with it myself. I was pretty good at it, too.
Behind the bailiff's back?
Not really. Andreas supported my activities until recently.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. Sorry.
Can you sum it all up for me?
We have 6 victims here, and I believe they were all murdered by this. Unfortunately, we only know a little about of the remaining 4. The first to be killed was the maidservant. The next, they both had, and the last, well, they all had.
Good.
When you learn, you've aroused a bit of...
О, до хера. Довжелезний тут квестові цепочки, насправді. Так, ну давайте з цього почнемо. Це найближче.
The other day, I was standing in the yard when I saw this cloud.
Так, а як? Як якать? Десь тут похона.
I'm sorry.
Священник.
What? Oh, it's just you, eh?
Опа, на кого вона показує, не можу зрозуміти. О. Тут треба з священником поговорити, чи що? Не зрозумів.
God, why are you all covered in blood?
Father?
I don't have time for theological...
That's not why I'm here. My name's Henry, and I wanted to ask about the murder that happened recently. Someone killed and gutted a young maidservant and left her body lying by the city walls. And
Another one murdered. May the Lord grant her eternal rest. Why is it you ask?
Somebody is murdering maids here. We have to put an end to it.
Yes, but those poor souls are already at God's side. And revenge never...
I don't want revenge. I want to stop more killing. That's a better reason, isn't it?
True enough. What do you need to know?
One of the other victims was a girl named Yarka. But I reckon you know that, don't you? What can you tell me about her?
About Yarka? She was an ordinary girl. She served the von Grod family.
Where did you know Yarka from?
I knew her since she was a little girl. Knew her family.
And?
I was her uncle. When my brother and his wife...
Who do you think killed her?
William, that pig of Satan. He gambles in the tavern on All Saints' Day and leads the locals astray. Yarka always went there to listen to music.
Why do you think it was William? Do you have any evidence?
Evidence? He's a skirt chaser, a tool of Satan. He messes with poor girls' heads.
And does anyone else come to mind? No other man spoke with her?
No, absolutely not.
You raised her? A priest with a child?
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm not the first of the clergy to have a child on the side. But at least everyone knew Yarka wasn't my own daughter.
How does that even work? Did you have her with you at the presbytery?
When she was small, I could. But when she grew up, she had to go. It wouldn't look right.
What does the priest know about children?
Yes. And what does a yokel know about decency? A true mystery.
Why don't you respect Lumir?
That's my business. You needn't concern yourself about that. I won't tell you anything.
Come on, this is a really important matter. You can trust me.
That's just what a person I shouldn't trust would say.
Come now, father.
Those who guard...
Fine, I've heard enough.
Son?
Фак. Ну. Не вийшло трохи. Так, на будь-якому разі аж на це кінець. Це чисне місце йти тепер. Собака, відійди. Пізі мені.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
Місто, звісно, прикольне, але таке велике, що через якийсь час починає трохи зайобувати оце пішки. По ньому. З одного кінця в кінець.
That hurts you, idiot. Come closer, don't be shy.
Whoa, whoa.
А тут чи не тут? Ніхуя не тут, так.
Praise the Lord.
Ah, good day.
Be careful.
Нормально так пилять.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow. Whoa.
Greetings.
I'll have a look.
Весь в крові.
Mention it. Not in a while. No, straight.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
What do you want? Take care for now.
So much to do.
I'll have a beer.
Так, де за кошмар був? Так що тут?
Why did he start? I'm a being.
That's a idiot.
No.
А, я вже пізділ, по-моєму. Так, де корчмар? Він тільки що був тут, я що не бачив.
Greetings. What brings you here, sir?
Are you
Who the fuck?
just an ordinary bloke?
Well, then piss off. All you're getting. Cockput! You swine! I yield! Mercy!
Швидко.
Well, fuck talk. The last time I saw her, it's a long time ago, she scored big. Everyone was fucking jealous. She just needed to pawn it off.
And where did she go with her loot? Do you know?
Well, she had some kind of arrangement with this fella called Pint from the mill. The one called...
Do you remember what she managed to steal?
Mainly jewels. She had some fucking huge golden signet ring. A bloke could fuck for a whole month with something like that.
Do you know whose crest was on it?
I don't know, I'm no expert. But it were bloody expensive, that's for sure.
Do you know who she took it off?
She always said she found it on the street. That's because if the wrong ears hear it, you can end up in the shit. Or on the gallows, even.
Did she hang out with any men?
She liked to hang around with that crooner that plays for the miners in that tavern of theirs. Made him sing songs and that. Oh, and once she got in a quarrel with that fucking priest Prokop. That was a laugh.
Could she have run away with that bard?
I doubt it. He was a bit of a milksop. He tried to be all mysterious and play the tough fella. But you could see he was lying. And Zdenna could see right through him, I bet.
Why do you think so?
Because he was getting on my nerves. So I cornered him in a dark alley one time. He ran away so fast, I bet he shit himself.
And what about this priest? Why was he quarrelling with her?
I don't know. He was blabbering some shit about finding her a job. Only she didn't want it.
Тож постійно йде так. Корчмар, де корчмар?
I apologize.
Well, one another.
Hmm.
What are you here for, stranger?
Did Estanya?
Stanya. Maybe. It depends on who's asking.
Але інколи глючить мене в стренджерах, хоча я тут уже був.
Don't interest me. The main thing
Він
is
має мене
whether it's a
знати.
good guest or a bad guest asking. What kind of guest?
I'm a good guest.
Really? Let's see. Do you know how...
By the fact he spends a lot of coin?
Aye. I like talking to them kind of guests. A lot. So, what'll it...
What if I simply pay? I want to know if Stanya worked here.
She did. And she don't know more. What's it to you?
I heard she disappeared without a trace. So I'm trying to find out if anyone had anything to do with it.
It's possible. The chamber she was sleeping in here was totally ransacked. The door open. Everything emptied out. And Stanya was gone. All I found were bloody footprints.
Tell me something else.
First, you'll have another beer. Or is it time to pay?
What?
If you want to ask, you have to drink. Didn't you get that?
You're quite the extortionist.
I prefer to... So.
I don't want to pay. I think you could answer my question. That makes it look like you might have some motive for keeping me from finding out anything about that murder.
Nonsense. How could you think that? Come on. Ask me anything you want.
Did anybody see what actually happened when Stanya disappeared?
No, it was at night. Nobody saw or heard anything. The tavern tends to be empty at that hour, and you won't meet many people on the street, neither.
What was Stanya like? What can you tell me about her?
A bold woman. One has to be here. Everyone's ballsy here unless you nib it in the bud right away. She was hanging around a bard for a while. I don't know how close they were, but she also had another suitor.
Someone from the city?
No, a charcoal burner. I heard he was from somewhere in the, Verchlitz Valley. I think his name was Barton?
What do you know about that bard?
What about him? He's a minstrel, a skirt chaser. What more can I say? He called himself William. As far as I know, he plays in the Miners' Tavern.
You think he might...
Now that you mention it, he cleared out of town for a while. I know he met with some odd people and talked about God knows what. Like, besides, you know what minstrels are like. Lasses just flock to them.
Or in this case, a murderer. Apart from those men, did anyone else know Stanya? I mean...
Це дуже класний,
more
конечно,
intimately?
квест.
Well, I got bad news for you. She had two close friends, but you won't get much out of either of them.
Why?
One was hit by a cart, even before Stanya disappeared, and she died. And the other one got married and moved away.
How did Stanya's room look?
The door was wide open. Most of her things were gone, but some remained. And there was blood all over the place.
Blood? Was there a lot?
Not so much, really. More like hand or footprints. But they were near everywhere. If someone done her in, they definitely didn't do it in that chamber.
Where can I find this Barton?
I already told you. In the Verchlitz Valley.
Could you be a bit more precise?
I don't know that bloke at all. All I know is he's a charcoal burner. So if I was you, I'd look somewhere around the charcoal kilns.
That's all I need to know.
Нічого не зрозуміло. Музика тут. Цей тут. Цей тут. Ну, треба по місту пройтися, поки вже я тут, щоб не повертатися. Як тут бігати далеко постійно. І грошей немає, блін, а тупо бомж. Грошей тупо 0. Все позбирали, попрогравав, блін. Здається, ще він туди пішов.
Nice and slow.
You nearly killed me!
You won't believe this! A whole village burnt to the ground!
Are you blind?
Whoa, whoa.
Спорить уже. Не дуже.
Watch where you're going!
Я тут не розберуся треба. Все одно не туди.
I'm sorry.
Greetings.
It's William, right?
What is it? Do we know each other? Do I owe you money?
My name's Henry. And no, we don't know each other, and you don't owe me money. But we do have something in common. We have a lot of mutual friends.
What? What do you want of me? I don't have to talk to you.
Well, you don't have to, that's true. But you should. It's in your own best interest.
What are you talking about?
If you don't start giving me some answers right now, I reckon you'll end up begging in the streets. Because I'll break all your fingers, and you'll never play the lute again, you miserable minstrel.
What? No! Come on, I didn't do anything!
Stop whining and talk, or I'll be the one doing something to you.
Come on. All right, then. Ask away.
Did you know Alice?
I know a lot of Alices. You have to be more specific.
The one they found dead somewhere below the town walls.
Oh, her. I didn't know her, but I heard about it.
I heard she used to go to dances.
Yeah, and? I'm not the only musician in the city. I really didn't know her.
They say she had a rich young suitor. Do you know anything about that?
Me? Do I look rich to you? I get paid in food.
But you could at least pass yourself off as wealthy.
Or I could claim to be the Virgin Mary, but I doubt anyone would believe me.
And did you ever meet Yarka? It was a long time ago, but I heard she used to hang around you a lot. And Father Prokop didn't like
Але
it.
нічого корисного розповісти, мені здається.
Aye, she was very keen on my company for a while, but then she stopped coming.
Because somebody killed her.
I know what happened was a tragedy, but it wasn't my fault. She stopped talking to me long before that. Honest.
And can you tell me anything else about it?
I don't know anything. It was a long time ago. You said so yourself.
And I hear you knew Stanya.
Which one do you mean?
The alehouse wench from the hole. I heard you had something with her too.
Well, she batted her eyes at me a couple of times when I was still playing there. A nice girl, but I didn't know her much.
And the innkeeper Mole told me a different story.
Щось він
He
багато
said you were the
пиздить.
one coming on to her.
Fine, we had a bit of fun together. But she was always the one who started it.
And aren't you just saying that because she left you?
Oh, come on! I could have any woman, if I wanted. The innkeeper must have got it mixed up. He's an old drunkard after all. If I was you, I wouldn't take him too seriously.
And what about Zdena? You knew her, right?
Do I know Zdena? As wild as the wind and always full of life. And those nimble fingers. You always had to check your purse around her.
З дівчиною.
Did she steal something from you?
A traveling minstrel doesn't have much to
Що за
steal.
ячима?
But she was well aware of that. She was on the lookout for some better prey.
You don't happen to know who she wanted to rob?
There were lots. Anyone she thought was rich enough who let her ply her charms for a while. Like young von Groller. When he started coming here, she got to him right away. Said she was gonna rob him blind. As far as I know, she didn't succeed. If she robbed a noble like von Groller, word would get around. Look, why are you asking me about all this? You don't seriously think I killed her, do you?
Well, you didn't know them all.
And? I'm surely not the only one.
That may be true. But everybody knows you're a skirt chaser, and they were all pretty girls. And now, they're dead.
But I had nothing to do with it!
I don't believe a word you say, and I'll make certain you pay for your deeds.
You're out of your mind! I didn't do nothing to those girls. Nobody will believe you.
Nobody has to believe me.
Є. Так. Але мені здається, він реально, мабуть, нічого не робив. Це мінімум сюди треба. Ох, там нормально піздерить.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
I'm sorry. Whistling just
Давай кінь. Оселедчик.
Easy, good horse.
Good horse. Easy. Так, мене тут випустять. З міста. Да, чудово.
Quick.
Величезна локація, конечно.
Go!
О, так. А як тут правильно?
Hey! Your horse baffles me!
Десь сюди і оборот, мабуть.
Go!
Бо в правій стороні можна.
Go!
Тож якась запруда тут прикольно.
Go! 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 God!
Водяні лісопильні. А тут вугілля роблять, походу, ці от такі раніше робили. Кучі туди дерева складали багато. Підпалювали. Отак от. І там вугілля. Потім збирали. Так, а з ким порозмовляти треба? Щось не можу зрозуміти, що треба зробити. Буржуазіна. Вугляр буржуазіна.
I need to ask you something.
I don't have time for that.
Старший десь тут. Бить в великому будинку старший має бути. Табір вуглярів. Так, іде старший.
You have a kind master, eh?
Я думаю, він біля великого будинку має бути старший, мабуть. Значить, ні. Це може старший.
Are you the four?
If you're here for charcoal...
I'm not here about charcoal. I'm looking for Stanya, an alehouse maid from Kuttenberg.
Aha. And why are you looking here?
I heard she was consorting with some charcoal burner here.
Well, I don't know nothing about that. Who goes with who?
Hmm. Oh, what on.
I'm looking for someone named Stanya.
You're in a charcoal camp, fella. What would a woman be doing here?
But you know Stanya, don't you?
Aye. You could say that. Why?
I'm looking for the killer of a girl in town. And I heard that someone also tried to kill this Stanya.
That's true. She told me something like that. But that was a long time ago.
So you don't know what became of her?
I really don't know, mate. But even if I did know, how can I be sure you aren't that killer?
Lumir himself, the Kuttenberg bailiff's former scribe, gave me the task. He was looking into her disappearance, and he sent me to find her.
Well, I don't know. I remember Lumir. He was all right. That's all true, but...
But what? What are you still brooding over?
I don't much believe he'd send the likes of you a task like that.
Why?
Take a look at yourself. You've got dung on your boots.
You can't be serious.
I can't see a single reason why I should trust you.
Oh.
Get the hell out of here. Scram! Scram! Until we meet again.
Фіга себе. Це що, мені треба помитися, чи що? Щоб зі мною розмовляли. Ох, так. Я ж там десь знаходив, здається, мило і таскав його з собою. Так, оце я їхав сюди, блін, хернецькука. Єбать, так. Де можна по-швидкому помитися? Пржитоки. На карті якось показано ці лазні. Оце походу. Бля, ну. Що, мені прям помитися треба. З одягом чи що, чи достатньо тут десь одіжки помитися і все. Це, звісно, дивне відношення до мене. Я там в нормальних, дорогих, типу, обладунках.
Excuse me.
З дорогим мечем. І чоботів у мене насправді непогані.
I'm sorry.
Зовсім зі мною не може бути розмовляти тепер. Раз я тут відносно... Хоча, де там відносно поряд це до хіра. Чи ні? Ладно, потім все одно треба буде повертатися. Фаст-тревелом. Кролик. В смысле, заяц. Твою мать. Думаю, від цієї гілки. Це, конечно, квест длиннющий. За півдня можна, блін, один квест робити.
Quick! Go!
Вибач, вибач. Вона там піздов не отримати.
Whoa!
Наче якась фірма. Жіночка.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Рабштейн. Що таке Рабштейн? О, у мене тут повідкривалося. Це так село це називається Рабштейн.
I don't know exactly, but when the king commands, his subjects have to obey, don't they?
You didn't hear it from the trader who sold you the bow, by any chance?
Aye, come to think of it, it was him who told me. Ah, take care.
Greetings.
Lord be with you.
Are you Pine?
I am. Why?
I'm looking for his Denner.
I don't know any Stenner.
Stonehard said something different.
You're a friend of Sternard's, are you?
God forbid. That's all I need. A friend like that bastard. But he was the only one who really knew Denner.
You're right there. Stenner was always cursing him. He was as lazy as a pig, but always wanted his share.
So you knew Denner? Can you tell me anything about her?
I know Stenner all right, but she ain't been here in some time. Why are you looking for her? What do you want from her?
I'm looking for a... Back in the city, they think she's either dead or run off somewhere. And you're the last person to see her before she went missing.
Whatever.
What can you tell me about Zdenna?
She always had it hard. She lost her parents and her home as a child. She had to learn to take care of herself.
And what about Sternad? How does he fit into this?
Sternard was her guardian angel, as she used to say. If she hadn't been thieving with him, she probably would have ended up a whore. But by sharing with him, she could do what she wanted.
Uh-huh. I'm surprised she stuck with him as long as she did.
That's because she had a hideout somewhere nearby. That's why she'd come to me with her loot, before they taxed her on the spot. And the last time she was here, she said one more haul like this, and she'll be able to go wherever she wanted. To Prague or Vienna.
I heard she wanted to sell you some valuables. Is that true?
Oh, aye. She had a good haul. No rubbish. Mostly jewelry, rings, one signet ring with a coat of arms and everything. She left it all here. I paid her a pretty sum of coin. It was a good thing she had a basket with her, otherwise she couldn't have carried it all.
And what about that signet ring? Do you still have it?
She didn't sell me the ring. She wanted to keep it. Said it'd bring her luck someday.
Do you know what kind of luck she meant? Did you recognize the signet on the ring?
No, I didn't recognize that signet. But all the while, Zdenna was giggling to herself. I reckon she had her eye on another mark.
Where did she go next from here? You said she had a lot of coin on her.
That she did. She also had a feeling someone was following her. Someone on a horse.
Someone followed her on a horse from Kuttenberg. Did she say what he looked like?
She didn't. At first, she thought it was some wealthy lord out for a ride. But he held back. Never passed by her and...
And did you see him? Did he come all the way here?
No. But Zdenna thought he
Але,
was
конечно,
show.
мати коня
She even left her
вставити
scarf here and
дебілів.
paid some girl to walk around with it to make it look like she was still here.
And then where'd she go?
She wanted to go the back way, through the woods, so nobody could follow her. Past the woods is a road and a ford across a stream. Next to it is a huge boulder. When it rains, the water can rise fast. The road goes on to Kuttenberg.
Well, if it leads back to the road and there was really someone following her, I reckon if they saw she was long in returning, They could have waited for her at the ford, no?
Fuck! That's quite possible. I made a point of looking, but I didn't see any riders that day. So I forgot about it.
Is Dennis' scarf? Do you still have it?
Aye. I wanted to give it back to her the next time she came.
Will you give it to me?
All the same to me. Here you go.
And could it have been...
What do I know? If he has a horse and fancy clothes...
I heard he wanted to find her an honest job.
I don't know.
And
who would that be?
He's this bard she was...
I don't know about that.
Well, I'll go and...
I hope you don't. Take care.
Okay. Блин, а от спеселі. Його взагалі погодувати не треба.
You're my doggy, eh?
That has to be that ford Pint was talking about. I should take a look around here.
О, тут сліди нехороші. Дуже схоже на одяг.
Track.
Давай, рибко, шукай її.
Poor thing. She didn't get very far. Ugh, she's been lying here a long time. At first glance, this body isn't as mutilated as the others. Unfortunately, I can't tell if somebody strangled her like the others. She's been lying here too long for that, but her head is smashed in. Either the murderer hit her with a rock, or dashed her hard against the ground. She must have put up a fight. Or maybe he lost his patience. Oh, she's all stuck to her clothes. They're torn up, but I don't see any cuts. The rips are odd. Like someone was looking for something. Oh, I can't make much out by now, but it seems as if the fingers on her right hand are broken. Did the murderer torture her? Or was he trying to get something out of her hand? Oh, my God. Oh, something fell out of her. A signet ring. Oh, that must be the one she stole. But how did it get inside her? Did she swallow it herself? Or did the murderer shove it in there? Was she trying to hide it? Or was it punishment for stealing? Well, that's enough. But what does it all mean? I'd say she put up a decent fight, and the killer had to improvise, and that's about all I can find out. She's probably been lying here a few weeks, but that ring is a good lead.
Ну, по-любому треба в місто повертатися, я так розумію. Кудись сюди якраз щоб поговорити одразу. О! О! Вони ще пізлі не дали.
What are you staring at? Fuck off.
You're a dead man! I'm all yours. You've got a lot to learn. We're gonna gut
Сука.
you.
Сука. Сука.
And now you're mine.
То есть я, конечно...
What do you want?
Так. Блять, так. Щось я трохи, конечно,
You wanna
налажав.
try me?
Вони такі, блядь, сильні.
I'm all yours. But
Блядь, звичайно, розбійники, а щось...
do it.
Тут не пиздюлей мені не дали.
Show what you're made of.
Блін, один удар і мені фронти.
Right on the noggin.
Опа. Давай. Сука, что за баг? Такой, блин. Давай, атакуй. О, блять. Так, треба кров перев'язати. Зараз я стічу кров'ю. Бля, тут некоторые шмотки показано, що так недешево коштують. Ого, ого. Але воно навіть краще, ніж моє щось. Тим майже не краще, ніж цей. Що за хуйня? Ну, це все продати можна, по ідеї. Звісно, все гірше, але не має нормально продаватися. Правда, моего песика отпиздили. Головне зараз нікого не стрілять. Більше. У нас зараз грошей навіть поремонтуватися не вистачить, мабуть.
Good boy.
Так, щоб знайти цього Леопольда, блін, я що пам'ятаю, де він?
What premonition?
I've got a barrel.
Ну, раз він тут був.
I wanted to ask you, did the dead girls have an...
Aside from being pretty young girls with no...
Do you think somebody is killing them because...
Certainly.
But why does he...
I don't know.
Він сказав, в квесті написано показати йому печатку.
When you learn you've around...
I wanted to... Did the... Do you think somebody... But why...
I don't know.
Одні ті ж самі речі. Питаю.
Can you some...
We have... Unfortunately, of the next... They both... And the lot... They all...
Good.
When you learn you've around...
Буде все ж таки треба домовитися з цим вуглером тим.
Flowers gave me this dopey look. And you came straight to mind.
What? Christ, you can be a real bitch sometimes.
See you later. Have a good day.
Take care. The Lord be with you.
Careful.
Треба в лазні, походу, ці. Можливо, розпродатися по дорозі.
Excuse me.
A whole village burnt to the ground! Hell on earth! Just a few days' walk from here! You have to hear this! It's silver courage, they say. Without warning, attacked by human brute.
Greetings. Good thing you're here. Oh, Christ.
I'll have a...
Word
Трохи
about the
грошей.
price. Sure. What?
Here, plus a bit on top.
My, thank you. Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Тобто, наскільки я продав? Я не туди прокрутив, блять. Ладно.
Oh, it's just you, eh? Aha.
Я что починить вообще? В принципе, все нормально так. Арбалети ці непогано було б комусь продати.
Excuse me?
I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
Я так і не зрозумів, здається, кому арбалети продавати. Це взагалі що? По-моєму, комусь можна було арбалети продати.
So, greetings. Show
Ні.
But your father's still alive, isn't he?
Aye.
Thanks for the herbal brew you sent me. My shoulder's feeling...
Was möchtest?
Show me your...
Я наче бачив, тут комусь можна було продати арбалети.
Good evening. What do you have?
You didn't try drinking,
Muslan,
did you?
careful.
Head!
Strongest barket from Kashov.
О, блін.
Shoes here.
Pancakes, bread and rolls, light and dark flour.
Greetings to you. Same to you.
Зараз я на цьому ринку бачив, деякі луки
I'm
купляють.
sorry.
Greetings. My God.
О,
Thank you and take care.
так, ну хоч якісь гроші вже з'являються. Це одно, правда, 1600 золота. Там, блін... Один шматок армору за 4 тисячі. Десь тут наче банька була поряд.
God be with you.
Тут ні. І так далі.
I'm sorry. God be with you.
Де це тут було?
What can I do?
I need a butt.
What'll it be?
I'd like a pro...
My girls.
Well, I really need...
Great.
I'll gladly pay...
Excellent. You. Hey, dearie. Come and have a sip with me.
Задрипанка Марія. Недавно
Come and take a
задрипанку
smoke,
Марії.
sweetheart. It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Так, і що спробувати знову цього Васю, блін, з ним розмовляти? Йому треба одяг якийсь дорогий, я не розумію.
Easy, good horse.
Ka! Ja! Ja! Ja!
Я ж такое просто не заглючив.
Go! Quick! Ka!
Давай, оселедець. Жени.
Go! Ka! Go! Go!
Тут вже всі спати полягали. До ранку постою, я забруднюсь чи ні?
Good boy.
Так, де цей жлоб? А він взагалі не хоче зі мною більше розмовляти. Так, ти мене заїбав. Це якийсь баг чи що? От я не розумію.
What the?
Mercy! Leave me be! Ow! Are you looking for a fight?
Take that fucker out, damn it!
Come on, then!
Take that! Do it!
Ого.
Somebody kill that fucker!
Weapon? You fucker!
Мені здається, не треба бавити.
Rip your ass! Watch out for that beast!
No! Not tough enough on your own.
О, блядь, по-хорошому не хочете? Ким, блядь, тут ще не порозмовляв, а? Та ти що? Де це лисий хер, блядь? Блін, таке ще що квест насправді заглючив. Написано поговорити з ним, а не хочу з ним розмовляти. Ну, типу, які ще варіанти. Тобто все, запоров, типу, діалог і все, пізда.
Excuse me.
А мне теперь, блин, перегружать грудь, что? Куди він заглядівся? Та він втік чи що? Чому тут кінь нічийний стоїть? Там навіть на нього подивитися не можна. І вон ще один.
No. I can't leave now.
Значить не можу. Блять. Ось він біжав. Що за хуйня?
I have to go back.
Чому? Блять, що за хуйня? Я чогось не розумію, походу. Знову з головним треба порозмовляти, мене навіть щось якось... Та ні, воно не може не випускати, я ходив взагалі в іншу локацію. Все було нормально. Може то, що якось гіврах побував, чи що?
Careful.
Ніхуя не розумію. Ще щось заглючило, але я думаю, що на цьому можна закінчити на сьогодні.